Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on where you are on this amazing planet. And woo, let's look at this. Oh my goodness. I don't know how you guys did last night, but woo, did this hit me? Oh man, I had to crawl in here today, but I feel better now. So that's the good news. But you guys know how we operate here. First and foremost, we welcome our newest members of the Love Train. And I would love to welcome new subscribers from Toronto, Canada. Welcome. Seattle, Washington, also welcome to you. Chicago, Illinois. We're having quite a few now from Chicago. Welcome. And then also new from Sweden, Australia, and also Thailand. How cool. Welcome to all of you. Thank you for shining your light here and there. Now more than ever, it is so important. Keep in mind that all this stuff we're going through, we're building a bridge for the unawakened to be able to cross over it easily. Yes, we're the warriors. Yes, we are. So I'm going to get into, I want to talk about some a quantum healing that I did over the weekend, this collective, right? So interesting stuff came up, and I think I felt a lot of it last night. So last night, out of nowhere, if I ate like a piece of avocado toast. And when I went to go to bed, it felt like I had eaten an entire buffet. Like that feeling of overstuffed, overfull, just discomfort. I was floundering around like a sea lion sunbathing on the dock. It was just not pretty. And then I finally said, asked my guides, I was like, okay, someone needs to do something with this stomach. I need help, calling in help with this stomach. And I finally passed out, but I went to bed at like 9 o'clock. I finally passed out. But when I woke up at like midnight, which is because of the stuff, at least the discomfort in the stomach was gone, but my whole body was like on fire, except for my feet and hands. They were freezing. So I was like, oh, this is what's going on. So on the weekend, I did a quantum healing, and one of the things that came forward, two things. One is that we're in the equinox energies right now, and this is a massive, massive portal, which means a massive opportunity for healing, a massive opportunity for awakening. It's just all in our best and highest good. Now, that doesn't always present itself in a pretty way, as I found out last night, right? But we got to stay the course here. This is where we got to really hang on to each other and know that this really is happening in our best and highest good. And yes, we raised our hand and said, I want to go do that. I want to participate. So one of the things, so we're already having access as part of the equinox energies. We are accessing new energies. Remember, these are new energies where we have access to higher levels of consciousness. And we went forward up until like April of 2025. Now, I want to be clear. We have access to that energy. That does not mean that we're fortune telling, right? Because we're conscious creators. These are new levels of consciousness that are available to us. And so again, remember there's the consciousness, right? And then there's the human that has to catch up, and all the other bodies, the emotional bodies, the spirit bodies. So as part of this equinox energy, one of the things that's still being purged are these old from early incarnations. So I want to just encourage everyone, be careful not to overanalyze what's going on with your own clearing and with your body. And if you can't attach it to something in your everyday life, don't get in that rabbit hole. It's just, there are many old energies being cleared. And one of them that's also happening is toxins and chemicals in the body, which is, I'm pretty sure what was going on with my body last night. And I eat primarily organic now. So I know that this is in all previous incarnations, all. So the noodle can't keep the noodle out of this. The noodle can't put this together, right? So yeah, like all this stuff, it felt like a crazy detox was happening last night. And then today, I have zero appetite, and I'm sticking with that. My body's like, no, we're good. Because we have unconsciously ate a buffet last night that we never saw. But hydrate. And I've been hydrating more with warmer water because it's closer to my body temperature. And I found that the when I took a sip of really cold water, it kind of got nausea thing going. And I was like, no, no. So I think the closer the water temperature is to your body, the better it feels when you're taking it in. And just make sure you're hydrating. I see a lot of people having muscle cramps. This is all stuff that's being cleared. Some of it is in like the fascia of our muscle tissues. It's like crazy. Again, the noodle can't contemplate it. So that's where you're feeling I see a lot of notes in here, like leg pain and so forth. It's all old energies. One of the other energies that is being cleared is layers of fear around financial abundance, fear around it. And there's layers of that. But this goes back to like really, really early incarnations. So like, again, the noodle can't contemplate it. And I want to stress, you don't need to do anything with this, right? Is it good to be aware if you're going into lack and saying, no, I don't want to create more of that? Yes, you can help with your integration more. But these healings that are happening on a consciousness level, and it involves your soul and it involves your spirit guides. So again, the noodle can't contemplate this stuff. But just know that when I say layers of, financial fears are being cleared, the who man's not doing it. It's not the who man, but the who man can have an awareness and make sure that you're not recreating some more energy around it. So I hope that makes sense. What else? Another thing that came out of this was, and I used this last night, I have to tell you it worked, is that, and this is for those of you, I know we have many healers in this community, is that they said new energy practitioners are coming forth in these new energies. So to me, I took that as new modalities for healing. If you think about it, we have access, we're able to better direct our energy now. And, I'm already aware of this. I help my clients move energy, right? So, but there's new things becoming available. So that made me very excited. In fact, last night when I called in, I was like, bring me one of these new energy practitioners, whatever that means, and help this stomach out. Doesn't feel good right now. So I just wanted to talk about the equinox energies because there's a lot going on, and I'm seeing that you guys, there's a ton going on with the physical body right now. Just a ton, while simultaneously we're upgrading, we're activating DNA. And it's really, really, a ton of things are being completed and reconciled. And so again, we're being challenged. What are you holding on to? What are you holding on to that's not serving you? And, the noodle will come up with all kinds of excuses why you can't let go. And I'll tell you where your power comes in. Your power comes in when you can let go of something and realize that it doesn't own you. It's not your identity. So look at where you can let go of things. And I'm talking about personal possessions too. Go into your closet, touch something and say, does this resonate with me anymore? No. If it doesn't, get over to Goodwill and give it to somebody who will resonate with it. It's got energy in it. It just doesn't have your energy in it anymore. So, start with stuff like that. And then you'll often see that there's other parts where in your life where you might still be holding on to stuff. And that's going to make this a little bit more uncomfortable. Okay. So you can see, ooh, did we get light? This covers like a full day. This is a full day. And it's almost what we would call angel wings. This one's more erratic. This you can just see is really heavy, high frequency. And I'll tell you, it felt like it. I mean, I felt like I was getting fried last night, quite literally. And you can see that this comes down. Some of this looks like it'll be in the area of the solar plexus, or even lower, actually, the sacral. We'll see it on the chakra chart, which I did pull. So this, and again, look where it's the heavy focus in here. So with the equinox energies, this is going to help more and more people awaken. Now, one of the things I still see with some you are struggling with in the community is worrying about your loved ones, and I'm not saying don't worry about them. You can't entangle in their journey. And so it really is, and it feels like it's that old selfish label, but you really do need to focus on your own energy and holding your own light. You are a guide for them. You're an inspiration for them. You can't convince them. They can't hear you. So if you feel like you've been like, wait, why don't they want to join me? I don't understand. I'm on my way to heaven on earth and they're struggling. They can't hear you yet. They're just on a different frequency and they're in their own journey. They're in their own journey. Their soul knows where it's at and it's in their divine timing where they'll awaken. And so, just keep that in mind. And because when there's a level of frustration and watch when we're judging others who aren't awakened, look at that behavior. Like, that's a judgment. But when you're doing that, that bounces back on you. So that's like a boomerang and like you're hitting yourself in the face. So don't do it. Just say, oh, look at that beautiful soul. They're on their journey. They're on their journey, and allow them. And I'm going to have compassion and love for them because we're all divine beings. We're all divine beings. I know the noodle can't take that because the noodle thought it was in charge. The noodle thought you were just a who-man all this time, and now it's getting the rug pulled out from underneath it. And it's not going, it's not taking the news lightly. So before I switch over to the chakra chart, I do want to talk about, so two things happening this week. Thursday is the regular focus group. You guys will be getting an email for everybody who's subscribed to register for the Zoom link. It's completely free. That happens on Thursday at noon Pacific Standard Time. That is a group where we are co-creating 5D consciousness. We're really anchoring in that love consciousness. And for those of you who contribute to that, you guys know it's just pure love that we feel in that group. And I'm really excited with what my guides are bringing forward for this week. It's going to be another magical day for us. I can already feel it. So that's happening on Thursday. Now, separately from that, on Saturday, I am holding what's going to be a monthly group Ascension energy guidance and healing session. This is a coaching group. It's a private coaching group. I wanted to provide an economical way for those of you who maybe right now, because due to your situation, can't do a private one-to-one session with me, but you're seeking help. So my guides brought this forth and I'm all on with it. And I agreed to do it on a Saturday even, so that for those of you who have to be in an office during the week, you'd have an opportunity to do it. But it is an energy exchange of $49. Now, I know how this can feel when you're like, is this right for me? And I will tell you that my guides, I used to struggle with, oh no, do I do this or do I do this? It should be choiceless. It should be absolutely choiceless. I'm resonating with that. Yes, that's something that I need, and I feel that I can benefit from that. And what my guides have told me is that when you invest in your own wellness, the resources come. And I fought that for a long time and was basically price shopping. And until they came to me and showed me that, no, you're encouraged to invest in your own worthiness and your own healing. That is how you get to the next level. That is how you expand, and the resources come. Okay. So when you be very careful in this area, and by the way, it doesn't matter if you're seeking support from me or anybody. I'm talking about anybody that you feel can support your journey. Are you worthy of receiving that? It's really, if I don't have enough, means the ego told you you're not enough and you don't deserve that experience. So I want you to contemplate that, anybody that's like thinking that, like, if you talked yourself in and out of it, think about that. And it really helps me to decide. And then if it's not there, it's all good. I'm in here all the time. I got you guys. You're getting all kinds of tips and stuff. And you can always email me if you're having a really rotten time. I'm going to help you. Okay. So I just wanted to, though, differentiate the two. The group monthly coaching is going to be once a month on a Saturday at noon for right now. And everybody's going to get the recording. And we're going to really dig deep. This is for those of you who are having issues with Ascension right now and just having a hard time plugging into your 5D self. How do I identify my passions? How do I operate in the 5D? I noticed a lot of you have a foot in two canoes because the old ego is saying, no, we must do it this way. And there's things like, For some of you, it's that you have a definition that the things that excite you or that are in your heart can't support you. And that is a trap of the ego. It's a trap of the ego. So that's like where I'm starting the session on Saturday. Like, okay, hold on. What belief is keeping you? Because the second you start digging in for those nuggets in your heart, now you're in alignment. And that's when the synchronicities all happen. And so we're going to start and really dig in there and see where the ego might be, right? We're going to get rid of all the noodle soup is what we're going to do. Get rid of the noodle soup, bring in the light, bring in your power. What can you let go of and what do you want to create? So I hope that helps any of you who are on the fence or just not clear about it. And again, use this process for anybody. For anybody. I'm here to see an awakened planet. I'm not here to do it all on my own. But use that process and you can't go wrong. Feel in your heart. Does this feel right for me? And then you choose from there. Okay, let's look at the chakra chart and see what is going on. Okay, let me move the noodle here. So you can see this was last night. I mean, it's hitting all chakras. For me, that the solar plexus 1,000% was crazy on fire. And then this morning I did feel this felt like another brain excavation, another third eye excavation going on. But again, I was also hearing the word water. So my body was telling me I still hadn't had enough water, but I think because my stomach was playing weird tricks on me last night, I wasn't excited to guzzle any water, but I have been steadily drinking it today. And again, go closer to room temperature or warm, and your body won't be as shocked between the difference in temperature. It does make a difference, especially if you're feeling any nausea or anxiety. So this is the first really big blast of energy like this that we've seen persistently over a 24-hour period for the whole month. So this probably shocked a lot of your systems. It could cause a lot of, I was awake several times last night for sure. And it was this, there was so much going on. But again, we don't want to focus on things that are wrong with the body, right? Well, this is all upgrades. It's all on our best and highest good. And I'm here just to let you know you're not going batshit crazy. Your body's not falling apart. It's upgrading. I try to ask for as much of it as possible to happen while I'm sleeping because that's my preference, but it doesn't always happen that way. So anyway, I'm grateful for the journey. When I look at how far I've come, I've got this beautiful community that grows daily, and you guys are so committed to your own wellness and your own expansion and evolution, and I honor that so much. So again, a big welcome to our new subscribers, my OGs. I love you so much, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on Thursday, and those of you who already signed up for Saturday. We're going to have a fun, expansive and healing week. And I wish that for every single one of you, whether you're here live or watching the recording. Big love to you. Ciao.